what is to come. Graduates, in the words of the noted poet, hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for when dreams go, life is a barren field, frozen with snow. Hold fast to dreams. As we continue with a graduate of the class of 2010, Jahi, please join me.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
As I was thinking last night, I thought to myself, if there were ever a time in history that we needed God's presence, it would be now. In the midst of earthquakes and oil spills, we need the presence of God. In the midst of teenage pregnancies, STDs, and HIVs at an all-time high, in the midst of an unruly and murderous society, we need the presence of God. We need Him in our homes. We need Him at our jobs. And most importantly, we need Him in our hearts. As we go forth this morning, if everyone would just bow their heads with me as I invite the presence of God here this morning. Heavenly Father, this morning I come to you. We come to you, thanking you for the many blessings you have bestowed in our lives. And we ask this morning that you would be in the midst of us, that you would teach us, that you would guide us, that you would bless us on this wonderful occasion. We ask that you would work in the lives of our graduating class, that you would nurture them and keep them as they enter a new season of their lives. And lastly, we pray that on their road to success, on their road to becoming our nation's next doctors, lawyers, governors, pastors, and musicians, they will put you first and remember that every good and perfect gift comes from above. I pray this in the matchless name of Jesus. And everybody said, Amen. Amen.
leaders of today. They don't have to wait till the future. They are leaders of today. Today, once again, I welcome you to this very auspicious occasion, the graduation of the Lincoln Bassett 8th grade class of 2010. This class will take its place in history because some of them have come full circle from kindergarten right through grade 8. Students, class of 2010, education is a bridge from where you are to anywhere you want to go. To the class of 2010, if I could give you anything as a graduate from middle school, I would give you a candle that burns as brightly as the light within you, the light that you are. I would tell you to keep it burning no matter what obstacles come your way. I would say don't let the well-intentioned extinguish it. Don't let the mean-spirited blow it out. Don't let your light flicker and fade because of the everyday challenges and concerns. The world, yes, the world is very large, and no one can light it again. But it is amazing, absolutely amazing, how a single candle burning brightly can light so many others. The world needs your light and dreams. So hold high your candles and dreams, for it is in dreaming the greatest dreams, seeking the highest goals, that we build the brightness for tomorrow. These years have come and had some good times, times filled with happy memories, times that you will never forget. But they've also had their share of challenges. As you graduate today and set your location for high school, you don't need a GPS to do that. All you need is good grades. Do so with confidence. Confidence in knowing that you are a strong person, a person who has a lot to offer. Each of you has something unique to offer the world. If only you have the courage to dream and the determination to make your dreams come true. Graduates, my wish for you is that you may always fulfill every dream in your heart. May you reach every goal you pursue, and may graduation be the wonderful start of a bright and happy educational journey, one that is focused on high school. Congratulations, and always remember, knowledge is the key to opportunity. The determination is the key to success. Thank you.
I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. I never found anyone to fulfill my needs. A lonely place depend on me. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity, because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadows. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity, because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me.
Much is given, much is required, and he does it on a daily basis. I'm not going to steal any of his thunder because he's a dynamic speaker as well and has traveled worldwide trying to get the message to the masses, to let them know that everyone has a responsibility in helping to raise our children. So without further ado, Miss Attorney Clifton Graves.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's try that again. Good morning. Good morning. Let me have all the 8th graders please stand. All the graduates, stand up for me. In our Obama Initiative program we run. Move out of my way. Mountain of guns. Mountain of ignorance. Mountain of ignorance. Move out of my way. Mountain of violence. Move out of my way. Because I am somebody. And I can be, and I will be, anything I want to be. Doctor, lawyer, engineer, educator, judge, journalist, architect, entrepreneur, principal, president, anything I want to be. If my mind can conceive it, and my heart can believe it, then I know I can achieve it. Mountain, move out of my way. Give yourself a hand. Give yourself a hand. I will follow the 3B rule this morning. Be brief, brother, be brief. And try to adhere to that as best we can. I am truly honored to have been asked to be the graduate speaker this morning by Ms. Gaddison, who I've known for many years, and I have a lot of respect for. In fact, let's give Ms. Gaddison a hand for doing what she does here. It's been truly an honor to be a part of this school for the last 2 years with the Obama Initiative program that you'll hear about a little later. But the brief words that I have this morning apply to all the graduates, but not just to the graduates, but all the students here at Lincoln Bassett, as well as those in the audience, family members of these young people. You know as well as I, in these very streets outside these walls, it's tough. The challenges that these young people face every single day, challenges that when I was that eighth grader, that were unknown to me. So we as a family, as a community, have to come together and embrace these young people, put our arms around them with the love that they need, the guidance and direction that they need, to try to show them the path, show them the right way as best we can. The story I'd like to share with you, I shared it the other day in our last session here at Lincoln Bassett, but it's worth sharing again, Ms. Gaddison, with your permission. It's a story I often share when I'm talking to students in particular around the city and around the state. And the story goes like this. It's an African folktale parents and grandparents and family. It talks about a man who was a chicken farmer. All he knew his whole life was raising chickens. I'm not talking about Popeye's chicken, I'm talking about chickens. Y'all know, y'all from the South, y'all know what I'm talking about, chickens. Anyway, that's all this man knew was raising chickens. Well, he happened to venture out from his chicken farm one day and he saw this huge egg laying out in the middle of the road. Well, he knew it wasn't a chicken egg because he knew something about chickens and chicken eggs. But it was an egg, and he knew there was something inside that egg, probably a life inside that egg. And he knew if he left it out there in the middle of the road, some other animal would probably come by and crush the life inside that egg. So the farmer picked up the egg and brought it back to his farm and put it in the barn so it could hatch, so it could incubate. Well, 2 weeks later, lo and behold, the egg hatched, and there was a baby eagle inside that egg. And the farmer was a chicken farmer, as I just said, and he didn't know a doggone thing like chicken. So he just took it out and put it out in the field with the other chickens and began to feed it like the other chickens, talk to it like the other chickens, treat it like the other chickens. So after a while, the eagle began to think like what? Y'all so smart here. They began to think like he was a chicken. Well, about 6 months passed, and by now the eagle began to take on characteristics of an eagle. He had his wings spread and a beak, and clearly it can be distinguished from the chickens out there in the field. Well, a stranger happened to come into the farmer's land and saw this one eagle in the middle of all these chickens. And he said to the farmer, "Excuse me, Mr. Farmer, why is that one eagle in the middle of all these hundreds of chickens?" So the farmer told him the story. He said, "Look, I'm a chicken farmer, as you can see. All I know is about chicken eggs. I found this egg in the middle of the field, brought it back to the farm, let it hatch, and there was a baby eagle. I didn't know a doggone thing about eagles, but I knew something about birds and chickens. So I raised it, and treated it, and fed it like the other chickens. So while he looks like an eagle, he thinks like what?" The stranger said, "I hear you. And you should be commended, Mr. Farmer, for saving that eagle's life. But God made that eagle to fly and to soar, not to be down here in the midst of all these chickens. And you're doing this bird a disservice by keeping him down here with all these chickens." So the farmer said, "You may be right, but I did the best I could with what I had." So the stranger said to the farmer, let me see if I can work with that eagle to get him to understand and appreciate his true mission and purpose in life. And so the farmer said, "Do what you will, do what you may. But no matter what you try, that eagle will always think like what? Because he's been raised to think like." So the stranger said, "We'll see." So the stranger took the eagle on his arm and climbed onto the top of the tallest tree there in the farmer's village. And he whispered into the eagle's ear, "Fly, eagle, fly. God made you to be an eagle. Take your rightful place and fly." And no sooner than he said those words, that old chicken farmer threw down some chicken feed. Y'all know what I'm talking about, chicken feed. And as soon as he said that old eagle went straight back to the ground and started picking up the chicken feed like the other chickens. Mama said, "I told you, man, no matter what you try, no matter what you do, that eagle will always think like what? A chicken." Stranger said, "Well, we'll see." So once again, the stranger took the eagle, put him on his arm, and climbed on top of the barn, the tallest building there on the farmer's land. And once again whispered into the eagle's ear, "Fly, eagle, fly. God made you to be an eagle, to fly and to soar and take your rightful place on this earth." And no sooner than he said those words, that old chicken farmer threw down some more chicken feed. And that old eagle went straight back to the ground and started picking up the chicken feed like the other chickens. Mama said, "Man, I told you, no matter what you do, no matter what you try, that eagle will always think like," because he's been raised to think like. Well, the stranger said, "You know what? Maybe that's the problem, Mr. Farmer. All this eagle's life, his whole life, all he's known is this chicken farm, this environment. Maybe I need to take him up to the mountains and to the hills, where eagles learn how to be eagles, where eagles learn how to soar and to fly and understand their true mission and purpose in life." And the farmer said, I don't know. Do what you will, do what you may, but no matter what you think, no matter what you try, that eagle will always think like, because he's been raised to think like a chicken. And the stranger said, we'll see. So the stranger blindfolded the eagle and took him off the farmer's land. He took him up to the mountains, to the hills, in a different environment, so we could learn and teach him how to be an eagle. And day in and day out, much like what happens here at Lincoln Bassett. Day in and day out, the stranger can instill into the eagle's head, you are special, you are an eagle, you can be different and unique. Nothing wrong with chickens. A roast con pollo is fine. Popeye's chicken and collard greens is fine. But you are an eagle and you are special. You are unique and different. God made you to fly and to soar and take your rightful place. Day in and day out, after instilling into this eagle's head the uniqueness of his being, that he had something special. He was unique. He could fly and soar above the clouds. The day of reckoning finally came, and the stranger took the eagle, put him on his arm once again, and climbed to the edge of the tallest hill there in the village. And on the edge of that hill, with the eagle on his arm, he once again whispered into the eagle's ear, fly, eagle, fly. Go out and take your rightful place. God made you to fly and to soar into the clouds. And he took the blindfold off the eagle's eye, and he threw the eagle off of his arm. And the first eagle began to fall down that hill as if he was going to crash and die. But halfway down that hill, for the first time in his life, that eagle began to stretch out his wings and felt the confidence for the first time he was truly an eagle. He could truly fly. He could truly soar. And once he gained that confidence, he was truly an eagle. He flew up to the top of the mountain and he thanked the stranger. And he flew over that chicken farm and he winked at the farm and all those chickens that he grew up with and took his place up into the clouds, realizing he was truly an eagle, he could truly fly, he could truly soar. But what does that message have for these young people today? Not just the 8th graders, but all those that are here. Well, the message is simply this. There are people outside these walls who think y'all just a bunch of chickens. And all you do your whole life is stand on the street corners with your head down, picking up chicken feed off the sidewalk. And what we're trying to say here at Lincoln Bassett with Ms. Gaddison and the wonderful teachers here and staff, and what your parents and grandparents and family members out in this audience here are saying to you, is that you are eagles. You are special. You can be anything you want to be. You can fly and soar above the guns and the violence and the ignorance and the craziness out there in these streets. And you will and you can. And you have to, because you have it inside of you. We want that for you. We love you and care for you. And we want you to be eagles. Because eagles become doctors. Eagles become lawyers. Eagles become teachers and architects and engineers and entrepreneurs and even presidents. Eagles become presidents. And you have it inside of you, each of you. Whether you're in 8th grade now or the 3rd and 4th graders here, the violinists and the orchestra here, all of you have it inside of you to be the eagles that God intended you to be. That's what we want for you. That's what we need from you. Our community needs you to be business women and men. We need you to be engineers and architects and teachers and educators and engineers. That's what we need from you. So, and it doesn't start yesterday. It doesn't start even tomorrow. It starts right now. Yeah, summer vacation is in your midst, but that's okay. Now is the time to start thinking about being that eagle, being the best that you can be, being all that you can be. You deserve nothing more. You demand nothing less of yourself. Deserve nothing less from yourself, and we demand nothing more from you than the best you can be. So I would share these words in closing, the same words I would re-echo the words that Ms. Gaddison shared with you earlier from Langston Hughes. Hold on to those dreams, whatever those dreams you may have. Hold on to those dreams, for life without dreams is like a broken winged bird that cannot fly. Remember the words of the great Dr. Benjamin Mays, educator par excellence at Morehouse College, who once said that those of us, listen y'all, those of us who start out behind in the race must run faster or forever remain behind. Let me say that again, parents. Those of us who start out behind in the race, like we had, must run faster or forever remain behind. So young people, run faster, run harder, run faster, because we're still behind. We as a people, we as a nation, we as a community are still behind. We're still trying to catch up. There's someone who looks like you in the White House, but we're still behind. You see the challenges that he faces every day. You know, he gets hit up every day. And even though he's a great man, he done some great things, we understand that's just the beginning. And that all that is an opportunity, a symbolic opportunity for you to say, hey, listen, if he can do it, I can do it too. Male, female, black, white, Latino, doesn't matter. All of us can achieve those goals if we set those goals for ourselves and be the best that we can be. So hold on to your dreams. Be all that you can be. You deserve nothing more for yourself. Demand nothing more of yourself than to be the best that you can be. All right, everybody. Not just the 8th graders, but all the students here. Parents, you can chime in too. Everybody, mountain. Mountain. Move out of my way. Mountain of guns. Move out of my way. Mountain of drugs. Move out of my way. Mountain of ignorance. Move out of my way. Mountain of violence. Move out of my way. And I will be anything I want to be. Doctor, lawyer, engineer, architect, judge, journalist, principal, president, anything I want to be. If my mind can't conceive it, and my heart can't believe it, then I know I can achieve it. Mountain, move out of my way. God bless you all. Congratulations to the class of 2010. We wish you all the very best.
I told you he was quite a speaker. He's a dynamic speaker. Attorney Clifton Graves, who comes to us weekly to work with our young men in grades 6 through 8 in the Obama initiative. He was kind of reluctant to say it, but I'm going to say it. It's one of the greatest programs in Connecticut, and it should be all over the world. But there are some people who, as Attorney Graves said, want to keep our children down, want to keep our young men down. We're not having it here at Lincoln Bassett because they are great and they're good kids and they strive hard. They've made the goal. They're graduating. They're doing what they need to do. I get built up about these kids, and I want you to get excited about them, because if you're not excited about your children, you know what somebody else is going to do. They're going to tear them down. Don't let anybody tear our kids down. They're good kids. They're good kids. Discipline them when they need to be disciplined. You hear what I said? Discipline them when they need to be disciplined, but love them when they need to be loved. Lift them up when they need to be lifted up. They're good kids, and I'm not going to cry because I'm about to cry, so I'm going to leave that one alone. Okay, it's hot in here a little bit. But I did want to share our eagle. We soar with the eagles. We're not little dogs running around. We're not little chickens running around. We are the eagles. Always remember, Lincoln Bassett, we soar with the eagles. We soar with the eagles. And with that said, 2 young ladies approached me this week. Girls wanted to give this special tribute to all of you.
Never could have made it without you. I would have lost it all. But now I see how you're there for me. I'm stronger, I'm wiser, I'm better, much better. When I look back from the all you brought me through, I can see that you was the one I had on to, and I never would have made it. I never could have made it without you. I would have lost it all, but now I see how you were there for me. I'm stronger, I'm wiser, I'm better, much better. When I look back from the all you brought me through, I can see that you were the one I held on to, and I never would have made it. I never could have made it without you. I would have lost it all, but now I see how you were there for me. I'm stronger, I'm wiser, I'm better, much better.
Staff and faculty, Mrs. Gaddison, everybody at Lincoln Bassett School, the honor and the privilege of being able to see you grow into the fine young men and women that you are today. So this is a thank you to all of you. So very much. This next song is a little more sentimental. This is written to the tune of Tupac Shakur's California Love. I wrote these words a little bit. This is a song that our first graduating class of 8th graders in 2007 liked a lot, and so I decided I would write words to our 8th graders, and our choir took to this song. To all of you, Godspeed, our very best wishes, and we thank you all for being the people you are. We love you all very much. Thank you all so very much. And we just have very quickly, where our two fourth graders and one fifth grader are going to come down. And remember, use these pencils well. Soar like the eagles.
last year when they won the whole district, the big trophy. Okay, now we'll start with our 4th and 5th graders for the Father Foreman.
Give them another round of applause. Thank you. Mr. Repko, would you please join us on stage?
I'd like to recognize is Shailanshi Vick. And last but not least is Nichelle Hobby. Once again, a big hand to our students and language arts in general, these 3 girls in particular. Thank you.
Academic performance in science, so that goes to Quay Allison. The next award is for Outstanding Improvement in Science, and this is for the student that had the most academic improvement from the beginning of the year until the finals last week, and this award goes to Michael Jutkins. Next, this award goes to a student who's had not only excellent academic performance, but also participated in the district science fair program, and this goes to Shailanshi Vick. In her academics and also worked extremely hard on her project. We want to recognize that. My final award goes to a student who's exhibited outstanding work ethic in science. And we know that not everyone always gets, 100% on everything, but we also need to recognize those students that put in, 100% every time and go above and beyond to do the best they can. So the award for outstanding work ethic to Twika Henderson. Thank you and congratulations.